Welcome back, guys. This is your favorite Jamaican motorcycle channel. Today I'm gonna bring you guys a new tutorial. I know it's been a while since I've done a tutorial. Been real busy and busy doing some stuff on the bike. Now today I'm gonna show you guys how to brake on a motorcycle. As you know, the right hand side of the motorcycle is for braking and acceleration. You have your front brake here and your rear brake. The front brake has 80% of the stopping power of the motorcycle, 20% on the rear brake. Ensure that your lever is adjusted where you don't have to stretch and reach. Use your finger to reach for it. So my finger, it reaches right here. So you don't want to adjust the brake lever that it goes all the way out there. That way you have to come off the throttle and then stretch your fingers to actually reach it. Don't use 4 fingers. Use either 1 finger or 2 fingers to brake. When I'm not on full throttle like this, I always have my finger I should say, resting on the brake lever. Avoid braking hard in sand, oil, slippery surfaces like bottles, dry leaves, manhole covers, and those things that you see in the roads, like where they have the pedestrian crossing, the white paint. Try avoid braking hard over those surfaces because they will slide you. And worse if you're riding in the rain. Some things that I forgot to mention in the video: if you're a beginner and you're learning how to ride a motorcycle, it's best not to brake while you're leaned over in a corner. Also, it's best to use rear brake in traffic and for slow maneuvers or for slow turns. Also, don't lock the steering to one side or either side and use too much front brake. When you're braking, you have to apply slight pressure at first, then you apply hard pressure. So you're not gonna be like this. Like say you're going, you close the throttle and you go right to the brake. You're not gonna just go to the brake like that and just grab all light at once. As soon as you close the throttle, you get onto the brake. Apply slight pressure at first. Initial pressure at first, then you brake harder and harder and harder. You don't want to overload the front suspension by grabbing too much front brake all at once. In an emergency, I use my rear brake and my front brake. It's best to clench the sides of the tank with your legs tightly because downward action of the front suspension is gonna push you to the front of the bike. So you have to hold on at the sides here with your legs and get a good tight grip, because when you're in an emergency situation, it's gonna happen so fast that you may not actually have the time to react fast enough. So just be prepared for that. And if you're use both of your brakes, the front and the rear brake now, sometimes what will happen is something like this. The front and the back wheel are going 2 different speeds because you're using the front brake and you're using the rear brake. So that is why the bike will kind of shake. And if you're in an emergency situation and you're on the throttle, what you do is close the throttle first, pull the clutch in, downshift if you can, and then give a slight amount of brake pressure at first and then you brake harder and harder. Also, I brake and downshift at the same time. Not sure if you guys realize that, but I brake and downshift at the same time. To grip the throttle, you're basically using this part of your hand to blip the throttle while you're rev matching and braking at the same time. So it's like something like this. It's something that actually takes a lot of practice, guys, to brake and downshift at the same time, because sometimes you might feel like you have it and the bike will, when you're downshifting, it's gonna be like this. The bike is just gonna be up and down because you're not being consistent on the brake lever and you're not blipping it correctly, because it's hard to do all of this with one hand. Something that I'm gonna show in a separate video, how to brake and downshift at the same time. But it's very good. That's a skill that it's very good to learn, because you don't have to be like downshift brake, downshift brake, downshift brake. I don't see the sense in that. So not sure if I missed out anything, but hope I can do another tutorial next week. The next video that I may do is how to corner on a motorcycle. So look out for that video. If I missed out anything or I made any mistakes, just go ahead and leave a comment. We're all humans, we're not perfect. I'm not saying that I know everything, and I never come on YouTube to be perfect. So that's basically the end of the video. The next video that I plan to do is how to corner on a motorcycle, and the next video after that would be more advanced cornering stuff, because there's a lot to cornering that I don't think I can cover in one video. So just look out for that video. So until next time, guys, be safe, ride safe, look out.